If you're thinking about buying an Airbnb or short term rental, before you jump in, there are a few basics every first time buyer needs to know and understand. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the basics of what a short term rental is, how they make money, and a few of the biggest mistakes I often see new investors make when purchasing a short term rental. A short term rental, or STR, is a property that is rented for a few days or weeks at a time instead of using traditional year-long leases. Think Airbnb or VRBO type properties. Unlike a long-term rental where you collect the same amount of rent each month, short-term rental incomes can vary depending on the season, local events, and how often the property is actually booked. Most often, the reason potential first-time buyers are attracted to short-term rental properties is that they can produce higher income. In many markets, a property can generate significantly more revenue than a long term rental property would because of the market that it sits in specifically. You'll also get flexibility on short term rentals. You can block off dates and use the property yourself for vacations, or your family can visit, or personal friends can visit. So, a short term rental can have benefits of higher income along with more flexible use of the property for you personally. So, what makes a good short term rental property? Not every property is great for a short term rental market. Look for areas that offer strong tourism, outdoor recreation, business travel, or major events throughout the year that with strong draw from across the country. You're going to want to also consider local regulations, HOA restrictions, property management options. Is there an area that's saturated already that you're interested in with competition? What are the occupancy rates on similar properties in the area using short term rentals? Knowing all of that information prior to jumping in is only going to make your investment a much more likely opportunity for success. A property that's full every summer but empty every winter may not perform as strongly as you might expect. So keep that in mind when shopping for your first purchase. Here are three quick mistakes I often see investors make when purchasing their first short term rental. Number one, oftentimes buyers are only focused on potential revenue and overlook expenses. Make sure you budget for mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, utilities, internet expenses, cleaning fees, maintenance, setup costs, and last but not least, what is it going to cost to fully furnish the house? Knowing those expenses going in are crucial to your overall financial success. Number two, make sure you check the area for short term rental rules and requirements before buying. Some cities welcome short term rentals and make it easy, others heavily restrict them or require permits. Make sure you understand the lay of the land or rules that you are buying into upfront. Number three, oftentimes buyers underestimate the amount of energy, time, or cost in managing the property. Managing guest communications, bookings, cleanings, and maintenance oftentimes become a part time job. Are you willing to take that on yourself, or do you need to hire a property management company to do that for you? Having the right financing strategy in place on a short term rental property is important. The good news is that financing a short term rental property is often more easier than most people think. Depending on your situation, you might be able to use traditional or conventional financing. And the way to find out initially is to speak with your mortgage broker prior to starting the home shopping process. Knowing exactly what you qualify for and what type of financing strategy is very important to your overall financial success. Many times buyers assume that they'll be able to qualify using traditional financing and select a property before they know what they qualify for. Oftentimes, buyers will fall out of traditional financing due to complicated income. Maybe you're self employed or just have a lot of income from a variety of different sources that makes it difficult to qualify using conventional financing. A DSCR loan, or debt service coverage ratio loan, is often a viable alternative that can be very effective in beginning your investing career. A DSCR loan is less focused on your personal income and more focused on the revenue the property generates. As long as the rental income or projected rental income exceeds your mortgage payment, it's very likely that you'll be able to qualify for a mortgage loan. So, knowing exactly what financing is available to you and having the right strategy is crucial to your overall success. Make sure you're coordinating with your mortgage broker and real estate agent prior to going under contract. And I highly recommend doing this prior to even starting shopping for your first rental property. When considering your first short term rental, start by running the numbers. Not only what type of rental revenue you can expect to make, but what does the overall expenses on the property look like? Next, make sure you understand the local rules and regulations. Lastly, make sure the property works for you as an investment before you fall in love with it. Work with your real estate agent, your financial advisor, and mortgage broker to make sure it's a solid fit, not only for you financially now, but going forward well into the future. If you'd like help evaluating a property or understanding your potential financing options, please reach out. I'm always here to help.